The magic pencil. In a quiet little town where the streets twisted like ribbons and shop windows gleamed with curiosities, a boy named Martin followed his elder sister Lina into an old antique store. The bell above the door tinkled softly as they entered, and a warm golden light spilled across shelves packed with treasures, painted teapots, faded maps, carved wooden boxes and jewelry that seemed to whisper forgotten stories. Martin's eyes darted around the shop, drinking in the beauty of everything he saw. Every object seemed to have a history, a mystery, a secret to tell. Then in the corner of a dusty shelf, something caught his attention. A pencil. It wasn't just any pencil. Its body was carved with delicate patterns that shimmered faintly in shades of silver and gold, as though moonlight and sunlight had been trapped inside it. Martin's heart skipped a beat. There was something alive about it. As Martin's fingers wrap around the pencil, warmth spreads through him, igniting an unexplainable connection. Memories flash in his mind, echoes of laughter, the scent of old paper, and the thrill of creativity. Curiosity piqued, he spins around scanning the shop for clues about this enchanting object. Each item holds its breath, waiting to unveil its story. As Martin held the pencil, it felt as if he were cradling a spark of inspiration in his hands. Lina couldn't help but feel connected to him, their unspoken bond growing with each passing second. In that quaint shop surrounded by trinkets and memories, something magical was brewing between them. Lina noticed Martin staring. She smiled, but with a hint of curiosity. Of all the things in this shop, why that beautiful pencil, she wondered. But she could see the way Martin's eyes lit up, and without questioning further, she agreed to buy it for him. The shopkeeper, an elderly man with wise, knowing eyes, handed the beautiful pencil over as if it were a sacred relic. "Use it wisely, young one," he murmured. "Such gifts are more precious than gold." That night, under the soft glow of bedside lamp, Martin sat at his desk and gently set the beautiful pencil to paper. He decided to draw a simple leaf. The moment the pencil touched the page, it seemed to glide on its own, moving smoothly, as if eager to bring the leaf to life. When he finished, Martin admired the drawing. It was so real, so vivid, that he almost expected it to flutter in the breeze. Satisfied, he left it in his notebook and went to sleep. The next morning, as the sunlight poured into the room, Martin woke up to find his notebook open beside him. He rubbed his eyes and walked over to his desk, where the drawing of the leaf awaited his gaze. He couldn't shake the feeling that there was something magical about the way it looked, almost as if it could come to life at any moment. Morning sunlight streamed through Martin's window. Martin reached for his notebook, eager to show Lina, but the page was blank. His beautiful leaf was gone. Maybe I was too sleepy last night. Maybe I imagined it, he thought. Still, his curiosity pushed him to try again. This time he drew with his beautiful pencil an apple, round, red, and shining as if kissed by the sun. As soon as the last line was drawn, the page shimmered, and before his astonished eyes the apple lifted from the paper and rolled onto his desk. Martin stared wide-eyed, his heart pounding. Martin's heart raced as the apple rolled across his desk. He couldn't believe what he was witnessing. His imagination had sprung forth into reality. Carefully he reached out his hand, half expecting it to vanish like a dream. But the apple remained solid and gleaming. A million questions raced through his mind. What else could he create? Was this magic, or simply the product of his sleepy imagination? With renewed determination, Martin grabbed his pencil once more, ready to explore the limitless possibilities that lay before him. Martin tried again. He drew with this beautiful pencil a loaf of bread, and there it was, warm and smelling delicious. It was true. His pencil was magic. When Lina saw the bread appear before her eyes, her disbelief melted into wonder. But her excitement was mixed with caution. She reminded Martin that such power could easily be misused. Ignoring Lina's warning, Martin grinned widely and let his imagination run wild. He pictured cakes and cookies, and they began to appear one by one, transforming the simple table into an extraordinary banquet. Lina watched torn between delight and fear, knowing that this enchanting power came with great responsibility. As he reached for a warm chocolate chip cookie, Martin's laughter filled the air, but Lina's concerns deepened. She understood that each creation carried a weight, and with every magical dessert, they were blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. What happens if we run out of ideas, or if someone else discovers this magic? She questioned, her voice laced with worry. Martin agreed. Lina and Martin together made a promise, not to waste the pencil's magic on small whims, but to use it to help those who truly needed it. And so, over the next few days, they brought joy to many. Martin drew with this beautiful pencil warm coats for shivering children, baskets of fresh fruit for hungry families, and toys for those who had never owned one. Every time they gave something away, they were rewarded with smiles that glowed brighter than the sun. With each generous act, Martin and Lina felt a deeper connection to their community. They decided to organize a special event, inviting all the families they had helped. As the day approached, anticipation filled the air, bringing together countless smiles and grateful hearts, turning their small neighborhood into a place of hope and unity. On the day of the event, a sense of excitement permeated the air as families gathered at the park, eager to see what surprises awaited them. Martin and Lina stood on the stage, heartbeats racing as they unveiled their magical creations, knowing each gift was filled with love and hope, transforming lives, one smile at a time. After some time, Lina looked at her little brother Martin with a thoughtful expression. She told him that they had used the magical pencil well, but if they kept it too long, the temptation to keep drawing for themselves might become too strong. Martin understood. Though it hurt to part with it, he knew she was right. They decided to return the magical pencil to the antique store so someone else in need could discover its magic. As they walked through the quaint antique store, Lina and Martin felt the weight of their decision. Each step brought back memories of the wonders they created together. The elderly store owner welcomed them with a friendly smile, clearly intrigued by the magical pencil as Martin gently placed it in his hands. Once outside, Lina and Martin exchanged glances filled with both sadness and pride, knowing they had made the right choice. The sun set behind them, wrapping their world in a golden hue. Inside the store, owner set the magical pencil on a display shelf where it would wait for the next dreamer to unlock its secrets. The shopkeeper accepted the magical pencil with a knowing smile, as though he had been expecting them. The greatest magic, he said softly, is not in what this pencil can create, but in the kindness it can inspire. That afternoon, Lina and Martin walked through the sunny streets, their hands swinging between them. The air smelled of fresh bread and blooming flowers. As they strolled, Lina's eyes sparkled with excitement at the flower stall. "Look at these beautiful blooms!" she exclaimed, picking up a vibrant bouquet. Martin chuckled, enjoying her enthusiasm, but his gaze drifted to the bakery across the street, the delicious scent of freshly baked bread drawing them closer. Inside the bakery, they watched in awe as the baker pulled a hot loaf of bread from the oven, its crust golden and steaming. The cheerful baker, noticing their fascination, offered Lina a warm slice, and she smiled widely, sharing a piece with Martin as they savored the moment together. That afternoon, Lina and Martin walked through the sunny streets, their hands swinging between them. The air smelled of fresh bread and blooming flowers. "Come on," Lina said, spotting an ice cream stand. "We may not have the magic pencil anymore, but I can still buy my hero a treat." Martin grinned. "Then I want the biggest ice cream in the world." And though the magic pencil was gone, Martin felt something even greater in his heart. A magic that didn't need silver or gold, only love and kindness to keep it alive. As they settled on a park bench, laughter filled the air while they shared the giant ice cream cone, careless with happiness. Around them, families enjoyed picnics and children played, creating a scene painted with laughter and love. In that moment, Lina whispered, "This is our magic, isn't it? Just us together." Martin nodded, feeling warmth spread through his heart as he savored every sweet bite.